Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening. Radiates in 8. It's late. I had a engagement go a little long, so I apologize for my tardiness tonight, y'all. I certainly appreciate those that have a little patience with me as we juggle life amidst our other things. What a whirlwind of a day. First day back from Labor Day. What a nice day it was just to rest and enjoy. I don't know where you are tuning in from necessarily, but I know for us, it was very rainy here in the South. All Labor Day weekend. Just saw a bit of rain each day. Some days for a long time, pretty torrential downpour. Other days, just for a short while, but still wet enough to kind of make things muggy and hot and a little uncomfortable to be outside. But thank you guys for tuning in. And jumping back into recognizing what month we're in. It is September, and September is Suicide Prevention Month. I had posted some on my socials just about some affirmations and things that I'm doing to stay anchored even when life gets rough and life gets tough. And affirmations are so powerful. It's your mind and your heart agreeing with your mouth. And words birth activity. There is so much power in our tongues and so much power in the renewing of our minds. For those who might be new here, this is Radiate in 8, where in just minutes we rest, we reset, and we elevate. To every action, there is a reaction. But before there's ever action, there's thought, and often a word spoken. There's scripture in the Bible that says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And that's Proverbs 23:7. And Proverbs 18, verse 21 says, life and death are in the power of the tongue. With those two things, how important is it that we think and we speak with life over ourselves? What we speak, we eventually live out. Words are seeds. They go into the ground and they grow, hypothetically. They grow things, whether it's, negative thoughts about ourselves or positive intent, or whether they motivate us or demotivate us. And, negative talk becomes this self-sabotage. But if we speak with faith-filled declarations, then we align and we become courageous in our actions. For those who are facing career challenges, after a layoff, it's easy to say, I'll never recover. I know executives who've been in C-suite positions and, for whatever reason, whether it was company layoffs or, downturns or just things not going well, they spent 22 months looking for employment. But saying I'll never recover shuts down opportunity. And saying my next chapter is being written activates a hope and a direction in your mind. And whether we're facing trials or tribulations or heartbreak, when we dwell in that emotion, it clouds our judgment. When we lean only into emotion, we react. If we lean into logic, we grow cold and detached. Wisdom is a balance of logic and emotion, and we're anchored by the daily renewing of our minds. Whether that's through inspirational things you might see online, on YouTube, on Instagram, or whether that's having a mentor or, relying on your faith and the words of the Bible to encourage you. Romans 12:2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewal brings us back to the center, to respond, not just react. I'm focused a bit more this week, not only with September being Suicide Prevention Month or just, speaking affirmations over myself, but I want to catch myself. I want to see what am I saying consistently? Is what I'm speaking birthing life or birthing death in my decisions? So instead of, negative phrases this week, speak a life-giving one. Instead of I'm stuck, say I'm transitioning, I'm growing. Instead of I'll always fail, say I'm learning and rising stronger. Just speaking that right now gives such a shift mentally, physically, emotionally, like your heart and your mind agree together for a positive outcome. Your words steer your direction of your life. So guard them. Renew your mind daily. Speak with balance, wisdom that blends both logic and emotion. One or the other were incomplete, but a blend of both births exactly what we need it to. You birth activity that leads you forward. So this week I'm focused on being cognizant of what I think and also what I speak. We have one mouth, but we have two ears. Two ears to listen, not only to ourselves as we speak, but what are we rolling into motions? What are we rolling into motion? What are we sowing in seeds just by how we speak to our friends, our family, our relatives, our coworkers, our peers? I'm being deliberate. I'm here to only speak life over myself. What opportunity are we giving the enemy to work against us? If you give someone an inch, they'll run a mile, right? So I don't want to give anything else the space to work against me. I want to speak life, positivity, important things to change my daily habits, step by step, word by word, thought by thought. Guard your heart, guard your mind, guard your mouth. Hope this has been helpful for you guys tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. I apologize for my tardiness in being late, but I hope that you've received value from tonight's episode. This has been your Radiate in 8. You are seen, supported, and reset. Finally elevated. Until next time, keep shining.